Kent Adams here with the Pulse of Spokane. I hope you're having a good day. Now that we're getting back to sports on TV, at least some things on TV and so forth, even live sports instead of bingo and some other things that ESPN was doing and so forth. Sometimes you're watching that game and you're getting toward the halftime, if it's football, and you're going, it's time to have some pretzels and a beer. And you look in the refrigerator and go, I told you, dear, to get those last time you were at the market, but you don't dare say that out loud. So what do? You call up a delivery company that will bring it right to your door. And that's what we're going to talk about today is Spokane Beer Delivery. And they do more than deliver beer. We'll talk about that with Tyler, the owner, right after this.
Merry Christmas from Riveridge Hardware.
Well, welcome back. Tyler Cossey.
Yep, correct.
How you doing?
Not too bad. Yourself, Kent?
Not bad at all, given the cards that we're dealt with these days, right? Yeah. But let's start off with, first of all, you sell gasoline.
That we do.
At a gas station. Where is that?
We're just off the Thor exit across from Fred Meyer.
Okay.
Just kitty corner right across the street, that Conoco station.
Right, okay. And how's business been for the gasoline and so forth? Is it down a bit with travel back?
Significantly.
Significantly?
Yeah, and that's
really?
really where we started Spokane Beer Delivery, is looking for new opportunities, and it was just kind of a natural transition to to buy a couple cars and have the extra staff and start filling those cars up with our own gasoline and delivering our own product.
I love it. And perhaps more importantly is, I have it on good information that you are a Spokane boy, born and raised here, huh?
That's correct.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to Freeman High School.
Okay.
Out on the Palouse. Go Scotties.
I've got grandkids that go out there.
Oh, that's awesome. And then I went out to Eastern and got my business degree and then started up the store on Thor and then moved on to Spokane Beer Delivery.
What decided to sell gasoline at first and so forth for your, going from a business degree to that?
It was just the opportunity.
The opportunity, okay. I kind of wondered.
I've always wanted to own my own business. I've always looked for opportunities growing up. Throughout high school, I started a lawn mowing company and went door to door getting customers and using my dad's riding lawnmower and trailer and going to these customers and mowing the lawn. I got up to 30 customers, and I was also going to school and working at Domino's, so I've always kind of had a feel for running my own business.
You're one of those business nerds.
I am, yes.
Yeah,
that's
good
correct.
for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. You know what you do? You're the one that provides the jobs and opportunities here in Spokane, because we're specifically talking about local.
Yeah.
You are our heroes, okay? Because you are out there. What's it like going through all of this before you started up the beer supply, looking at the sales of gasoline and the services and so forth and seeing them drop? How did you react to that, other than starting this business? But I mean, how did that make you feel, knowing you had employees that you probably had to cut back on and so forth?
I was a little panicked. I mean, we have a great crew there. I mean, a lot of them have been with us a long time and really care about what we do, and that was one of the big panic moments was, crap, our sales are down, but what happens if we have to get rid of people? And that really affects our customers, because a lot of our customers are coming to see those people specifically. I mean, we are a community store right there, and it is growing up. And
our bread and butter here is small business, okay? That's what we really focus on for our advertisers and our stories, small business and the community. And so I talk to an awful lot of small business people, and that's exactly what they say. And I'll have to tell you, and I've said this before, I've talked to so many that many of them have moist eyes when they talk to me about in the last 6, 7, 8 months of what they might have to do with their employees because they have hired and nurtured good people. And that's the basis for our business, isn't it?
And really, I was extremely fortunate in that the downturn period was less than a month. I mean, there was that panic period where people stopped driving and buying, and then and then we exploded. I mean, there was a point where we were going, okay, what are we going to do? And then before we could even think about what we were going to do, we were going, we need more people. Our deliveries exploded. I mean, we went from about 350 deliveries pre-COVID and to the next month doing almost 1,700 deliveries.
Are you kidding me?
With the same amount of staff. I mean, we were... Wow. Well, before we had the Spokane Beer Delivery...
I'll bet staff was coming to you saying, can you hire more?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, we went from 6 employees, and now we have 24. And that was all...
I love it.
It was all beer delivery. I mean, it only takes 6 or 8 people to run the store, and we have 16 to 18 people doing deliveries with 4 cars.
Wow, wow. But it's more than beer.
It is.
Talk about we'll talk about the beer, but talk about what other things people can order, because some of us aren't beer drinkers. Yeah. Okay, I can't take the smell. Yeah. Okay, so it kind of counts me out.
Yeah.
But a lot of my friends drink beer and so forth. But I have other choices when I call you, right?
Yeah, you do. Okay. We have spirits, wine, beer, snacks. I mean, anything you would find at a convenience store, we're looking to deliver. I mean, we're always looking for the next item that customers want. Yeah. I mean, if a customer wants us to deliver toilet paper, we will deliver toilet paper. And we did have that through COVID.
Did you really?
A lot of people didn't look at our station for the toilet paper. So during the major outage, we were actually delivering some toilet paper.
Oh, wow.
And anything that really... we can get our hands on and that the customer wants, we are looking to add.
Other than toilet paper, what's been a couple of the big surprises in terms of requests?
Ooh. Well, we get the medicines and the foods for when people are sick.
Okay, like cough medicines and things like that.
Exactly. We have also had people requesting gift buying. We do flowers and gift baskets and stuff like that. I mean, we're just a local company, so we get people calling out of town saying, hey, could you guys do this for us? Because we're not in Spokane and we can't travel there this year. And we're going, yeah, we'll go across the street to Fred Meyer. We'll get flowers, the basket, a nice bag. We'll put the wine in there. We'll print out a nice note from the customer and deliver it with care.
Do you know what I like most about what you're doing is that you say yes.
Yes.
You can get it done.
Yep.
And you know how many businesses, especially larger ones, can't say yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their hands are tied, and that's a lot of the benefit comes from is we're looking to serve.
What kind of response? I know the answer. I know what the answer is going to be, but I'm going to ask the question. What kind of answer do you get, response do you get from people when you've brought them the cough medicine, the beer, the Coke, the no lie? I mean, and you feature local stuff too, really, don't you?
Yeah, we really... Through COVID, we've really tried to do a push for the local distilleries, breweries, wineries, and really help out our community. But what's funny about that question is getting across that we do beer home delivery. There's a disconnect that people have. They go, wait, you deliver to people's homes, not to bars or to businesses. No, you're delivering to homes. I'm going, yeah, we're doing beer home delivery. So that is the first step, is getting people to realize, there's that service out there and it's available.
Right.
But I mean, when we show up, most people are regular customers. A lot of our main customers right now, they order 1 or 2 times a week, and we know them by name. We don't have to we see their name. We don't have to look up the address. We're grabbing what they want, and we're out the door. Probably 80% of our business are people who order 1 to 2 times a week.
Okay. I probably know the answer to this, but the delivery service is probably bringing more revenue in than the gas sales? Or
gas is significantly down.
So that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. We just have been looking for all these different ways, and it has more than made up for the drop in.
Have you gone back to any of your professors at Eastern and said what you're doing? Do they know what you're doing?
I can't say that they do yet. I do have one that I would like to go back and talk with, but I never really finished the course. So.
Oh, okay. I think you can get credit for it now and get an A. Okay. Yeah. Because you obviously learn some things, and from your days, I'm going to assume, back being junior high age for cutting lawns and things like that. Yeah. Where does that come from?
It's just my parents, I guess.
Okay.
But and also what helped me move towards the delivery is I drove for Domino's for 4 years while going to school at Eastern.
Okay.
So I would go out to school in the morning and to the afternoon, and then come home and drive for Domino's. And I saw I mean, obviously Domino's does a lot of deliveries, and they
Yes.
have the delivery system down. And
I'll bet you learned a lot from that, didn't you?
Oh yes, and just emulating them has been a huge benefit for our business, is customer service, speed, and quality of product.
Okay, so what's the average time? I live on the South Hill over by Manitou Park. How long is it going to take you by the time I hang up the phone and you get a? How long can I expect?
Mostly it depends on what time of day you're placing the order.
Yeah.
But if you're not hitting us during a peak time, our average time is 28 minutes right now.
Okay.
From you hanging up the phone till we're knocking on the door, we're under a half hour. Peak times during I'd say between 5 and 9, we're right around 40 minutes. But we are.
Or a Seahawks game.
Seahawks games, football Sundays especially.
Yes.
And Friday and Saturday nights, of course.
Can I order ahead of time, though, and say, can you deliver during the Seahawks game? Do I have a better chance of getting it?
And that would be the smart idea. If you really need it during a time, during games, especially Seahawks games, Gonzaga games.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'd rather have it at the end or middle of the second quarter than at the end of the third quarter or the beginning of the fourth.
And your guests are starting to walk out, and they're going to get their own beer on their way home.
Yeah. What kind of a guest is Kent? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it really speaks when we're out having fun with our friends. We really would like to have the beer, the wine. I mean, when we're having fun, we don't want to stop and wait for that.
What's the delivery charge?
So we do 79 cents a mile, and it's a 15% markup from our store.
Okay.
And so we'll
for the convenience, that's so worth it.
Yeah, and we'll go 12 miles for a $20 order, plus the delivery fee and taxes.
Okay, so that's the minimum order is $20.
Yeah, so you could place a $20 bottle of wine, and we'll drive that 12 miles away to you, and we won't wait 4 or 5 hours to get it to you. I mean, we're taking it as soon as we have a driver ready to go. And our farthest, we regularly deliver to Cheney, to the far side of Cheney. It's about 28 miles. So we are flexible. I mean, we do say about a 12 to 20 mile radius for $80 orders. But if you're further away, you can call us and we'll work with you.
Yeah, and it depends. If it's the middle of the Seahawk game, it might be a while before you get out there.
Exactly.
I mean, let's just be smart on the side of ordering.
Yes.
And
we do have several customers who are the far ones away out on the Pullman Highway out in Cheney. They know this, and they'll call at 7 and they'll say, hey, whenever you can get it out to us, and we're still very fast. I mean, we have several customers that are very far away.
Wow. So 1,700?
It was 1,687 deliveries in the month of July.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So what's it doing right now? Is it close to that?
So the first lockdown did those numbers. That helped us significantly. But the second lockdown, we've seen a boost of about 100 deliveries. Through the course of the month, and we're sitting at about 1,300 deliveries.
Well, you'll double from this alone, and you're going to be on some other TV stations and spokesmen and things like that too, because people love local. Yeah. They really want to help local, and I think we're all looking for options out there.
Yeah, and one of the cool things about us is we are able to hire local.
Yes.
All the money is kept local. There are national third-party apps out there that you can sign up with. They provide the advertising, the digital infrastructure to get orders out.
But why would you go with them if you can do it locally?
They charge
and the money
you,
stays here, and you reinvest it in employees and everything else that goes on.
And they are charging these businesses a lot. So and that's what I started, was those third parties. And I said, why would we do this? Let's cut them out.
So what are your basic hours? You're open during the week?
We are 7 days a week. We open at 7 every morning, and we deliver till 1 a.m. So if you place your order at 1 a.m., state law dictates.
So if I'm going to throw a party at a business or something, you can deliver to the business as
definitely.
well.
And we do. Okay,
and the snacks and stuff.
Correct, yeah.
And the flowers even.
Yeah. And little heads up, it is cheaper than Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash. If you're looking for those snacks, late night snacks and drinks, it is cheaper than those third-party apps.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And that was a real focus, was to be competitive and keep it local.
Yeah, well, obviously you are. I mean, that's terrific. Okay. Most important question that always we ask, how can people get in touch with you?
So we, and this is another way we separate ourselves from the competition is we do have a phone number. It's 509-233-4444. And that we are one of the only services in Spokane, besides a couple restaurants, that you can actually call for an extensive selection of snacks and drinks, and to speak with someone who's friendly.
You speak with somebody. It's not an automated thing.
Oh, you speak with someone. Yep.
Wow.
We're answering,
a live person?
A live person.
Really?
And we're answering within 5 minutes, and we're walking you through the products. You can ask questions. Most of our staff is knowledgeable.
So sometimes if it's busy, you'll call them right back.
Yeah, we'll take a we have 3 phones, so if all 3 of them are going off, which is rare, we'll, hey, can we give you a call back? And I got your number.
Well, you hope you have that problem, quite frankly, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But
and when you do, you can put a 4th and 5th in, right?
Yeah, and that was really the focus, is maintaining with the demand. I mean, we saw these spikes and drops, and when we did 1,687 deliveries that month, the next month we only did 1,200. So we had all this extra staff, and it was like, okay, so what do we do now? Started rotating them into social media management, and we weren't going to get rid of anyone. It was more, okay, what are your talents? Let's move you into creating digital artwork for our Facebook page and Instagram, and then let's have you go start cleaning the cars, and just making sure that we're not getting rid of anyone.
If I come down there one day with a camera and we come down, will you let me shoot some video?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I want to see this operation.
Yeah,
I go by there often, so
Friday night it's a madhouse in there. It's a tiny little building. We got 10 staff in there running in and out, and cars going in, and it gets to be a madhouse.
I'm going to guess that one of the requirements of your workers is that they have a cell phone.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, and they're able to multitask.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, Tyler, I'm so pleased to meet you and to see what you're doing. I'm most impressed how you've taken what could be seriously bad times, and a lot of people are experiencing that, but I'm seeing people like you out there who are making the best of it, and you've now got a business that will continue past our current experience, don't you?
That is the goal.
And because some of them may shift from the delivery back to pumping gas and to helping with the cars and everything else.
And I think we're seeing a major consumer shift in the delivery business. I mean, with the growth in Grubhub, DoorDash, and all those third party. Yeah, I think even after Corona and the pandemic.
And the wanting to buy local.
Yes.
Let's face it. I don't know if you saw a lot of the pushback to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And 2.5-hour waits. But a lot of folks that were making comments on there, yes, they hire local people and all that. I get that. But they're not local.
No.
Okay.
That's especially at the start of the lockdown. I was on the boat of a lot of those people.
Yeah, and we need to support our local. And we're adding 3 more weeks during the holiday period, which is going to be very tough. I worry about those businesses. We're going to lose some more.
Yeah.
We just plain are, and it's unfortunate. What really worries me, and I've said this for a long period of time, not to harp on it, but yes, COVID is bad. I get that. 300,000 people die every year because of obesity. I mean, there are a number of other things that are bad out there too.
You're correct.
But what we're not counting on right now is the impact on our kids, our grandkids, the impact on suicide, on depression, and all that. And I know of a couple of people, at least one of them I touch base with daily because, frankly, I know he's on the edge between being the home issues that come with all of this and the work issues.
Yeah.
And we all know of people out there who are dealing with those. Yeah. We need to take care of our brothers and sisters out there. And one of the ways we can do it is by buying local.
And keep the money in Spokane, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's
congratulations. Show them some of what you got here.
So these are just some of the local breweries, distilleries, and wineries we have in Spokane.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Dry Fly and No Lie, but some of the other ones that you might not know are Warrior and the Ballistic Brewing Company, or Distillery.
Yes.
And they have some great products as well.
Okay.
And then Mary Hill, obviously, is our local winery.
Right.
And you can find all of these on our website. We are doing a 10% discount on these through all the lockdown periods.
Okay.
We do have a happy
hour. That just got extended, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Thank you, Governor.
We do have a happy hour from 11 to 3 as well. That does an additional 10% discount. Ooh. So if you do have the opportunity, that's a good time to order local products to your door.
All of this is on your website.
It is, correct.
And Facebook and all of that as well,
yep.
Right? We're doing a series. We're about halfway through, and we'll launch the rest of them around Christmas time, called Ag Stories. And one of them is the dry fly, and then going out to where their ingredients come from, within 20, 25 miles of Spokane.
That's amazing.
Okay, and there's a lot of interest in local.
Yeah.
And where do our spirits come from? Where do what,
And even the ingredients, when you really start boiling it down, I mean, sourcing local ingredients can be.
In fact, we did a segment not long ago on No Lie. So, welcome to Spokane, and we've got some great people. What was the dry fly that quickly turned around and
did the sanitizer? They actually reached out to us as a local business who was
that was the
essential.
Afternoon that. Is it Don Poffenroth? I'm trying to think who it was. I know a couple of them. But he was here on the air, left, and decided that day.
Oh, man, that was spectacular. We got a ton of sanitizer that we couldn't get for our employees, our drivers. Yes. I mean, we do deliver to a lot of people who are at risk, so having that available was a massive help.
All right, one more time. How can people call you? Because that's the best way to talk to a friendly person.
It is 509-233-4444 or our website, SpokaneBeerDelivery.com. And we're hoping that our app is going to be before the end of the year, but if not, it'll be sometime in January 21.
Well, just one more thing. You'll have to come back and talk about the app.
Yeah, definitely, hopefully.
Okay, great. Tyler, the best of luck to you and your employees. Love what you're doing and employing some of our local friends and families and so forth, and doing quite well.
Thank you, Ken.
Okay, that's good. That's good news. Yeah. It's good to have good news.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you very much. And thank you for watching The Pulse of Spokane. One more time, the name is?
Spokane Beer Delivery.
Okay. Thanks, Tyler, for coming in, and thanks for watching. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.
Well, this is Bloomsday in Spokane. We got about 40 firefighters and their friends and family handing out 40,000 cups of water as the day goes by.
It's a very good opportunity to see the public and support them and help them out and cheer them on during Bloomsday.
It's one of the best things about Spokane is that we have these major events and the whole community comes together not just to participate but to volunteer and show that they really care about our city and making our city look great.
This type of an event really is emblematic of Spokane because so many people get involved. We have 50,000 people probably running this race. Always has been a very huge event.
Right now we're at the corner of Broadway and Nettleton. It's the last water station before the finish, so people are pretty much dehydrated by the time they get to us. They really need our water.
The water stations are a vital part, especially on warm days like today. It's real important that we have the volunteers to help with that. Without the volunteers, Bloomsday wouldn't exist.
All up and down the course, there are people that are involved in this celebration. It really is a celebration of what Spokane's all about.
Welcome to Apex Plaza, Spokane's one-stop cannabis destination. Apex Cannabis features thousands of economy, value, and luxury cannabis products. Cannagear features hemp-based CBD products, glass, goods, and gear. Stop by 1325 North Division to experience the Apex difference.
This product has intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence of this drug. There may be health risk associated with the consumption of this product. For use only by adults 21 and older. Keep out of the reach of children.
The economy is getting stronger. Banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com.
Thanks for watching.
Ask the host a question, recommend a guest, or check out any of our other programs on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com. Sponsored by Local 29 Firefighters Union, Well Dressed Walrus, and Homes for You.